Good afternoon, everyone. Happy New Year to you. Here at the homestead, we're going to start off 2017 with a bang. The plan today is to shoot about 5 pounds of Tannerite that I've got set up at 109 yards from where I'm set up here. And it'll go off, I hope, if I hit it, and two, if the Tannerite is still dry. As any of you guys out there know who've owned Tannerite, it's very hygroscopic, so it tends to absorb water readily, and I unfortunately had some of this in my garage for a while. But I think this is sighted in. What we're shooting today, or what I'm shooting, is my Remington 700 model AAC SD. This is a gun I bought a few years ago and slowly improved over time. On top, the optics is the Night Force 8 to 32 power by 56 millimeter objective. It's the NXS model with 0-stop turrets and a vortex level. Won't really need that today since we're only shooting 109 yards. Other modifications to the gun include a jewel trigger that's set at 1 pound, and then a Wyatt's Outdoors bottom metal and detachable magazine system. And this is a 5-round magazine that I've got in here today. And I'm shooting Remington 168 grain hollow point boat tail federal gold medal match ammunition. And on the front I've got a Harris bipod. In the rear I've got an AccuShot monopod. And then this is a Bell & Carlson 700 BDL stock. And on the end of the barrel is the AAC suppressor for the 7.62 or 308 caliber round. And then I've got over here, this is what I use to range the distance today. It's a Leupold RX 1000i TBR, excellent rangefinder. And then there's probably a 1 to 3 miles per hour crosswind today that I've measured with this Kestrel wind meter. Really negligible. Since we're shooting a suppressor, I don't have any hearing protection in today. Neither does my videographer. So with that, oh, and the other last modification on this gun is I've got a, I think it's called Rifle Dynamics. Angie, if you'll come over onto this side, people can see it. On the end of the bolt handle. Gives you a nice, big, heavy, beefy handle that you can grab onto. So with that, we'll get started. I've got a book underneath my bipod because unfortunately I'm having to shoot through my fence. Underneath the barbed wire at the very top and above the top of the 2x4 woven wire. So my Introduction to Biblical Hebrew Syntax by Walt Kean O'Connor did the job just perfectly, elevating the gun about 2 inches. Well, the container's gone, but apparently the Tannerite was wet because it didn't go boom. Sorry about that. We'll try again with another batch of Tannerite in a bit. No. Earlier I took 2 shots. The first shot struck here. The second shot I believe struck here. The reason I believe that is because sadly, even though I thought I was set up correctly as far as the elevation of my muzzle, I wasn't. I hit a vertical wire in my fence. I know that's dumb, but we all make mistakes, right? And I'm going to admit that. But I noticed the wire, even from this distance, about 20-30 feet away, was a little bent. What is amazing is that at 109 yards, the deflection was only about 1.5 inches. I never would have believed this would have occurred in a million years unless I did it myself. So I'm aiming here, I strike a wire. In fact, I'll put a photo of it in this video. It hits here. The second shot hit here. There was no explosion because sadly the Tannerite had too much water in it. I've got a couple more set up down there, 3 and a 2 pounder, I believe. And I'm going to shoot those and see if they go boom to celebrate the new year.